right? Okay, so maybe after this, I will introduction about the Britzone first, right? Maybe, okay, for the introduction, please. The team, can you showing the screen first? Okay. Okay, maybe from the Britzone, would you like to showing the something for our introduction, maybe? Okay, since we wait our team to share screen, maybe for everyone, would you like to share your experience for today, maybe? Okay, guys, can you say something with us, maybe? Okay, maybe I will choose from the vessel first, right? Okay, maybe I will choose Kak Fura. Hello, Kak Fura. Would you like to turn on your microphone, please?
Yes, hello Kauki.
Okay, hello. How was your today? Do you feel so happy, right?
Yeah, right now I'm very happy because I joined Britzone online class again.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So do you work for today or holiday, Kak Fura?
Yeah, I work today.
Oh, you work today. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a teacher, right?
No.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
an admin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kak Fura, for answering,
You're
right?
welcome.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe for a share screen, where's the share screen here? Okay, maybe for the team. Hello. I couldn't see the share screen, right? Okay. Wait. I think we'll be waiting to it. Oh, okay. It's already, guys. Wait a second, right? On my screen is still black, but I will wait. Okay, viewing the Brizon community share screen. Okay, I can see. Okay, guys, we can see the welcome to the Brizon English Club. Okay, next, please. Okay, can you? Oh, okay. Now here is like our. It's like first is English education, and we also free and open the platform. And after this, we also is full tourism, and then we are is the Lagos free English community in Indonesia. And next. Okay, so here's like our frame and for growth. So first is lasting, inject with new knowledge and diverse perspective, and less talk, actively participating in every session to build the speaking confidence. And after this is less transform, applying your learning to achieve personal and professional growth. And here's is our classes, everyone. As we told you, our class is very free, right? Like first, we have a Tuesday class, online or offline session every Thursday at 7 p.m. And after this is Thursday class, online session every Thursday at 7 p.m. And we also have Saturday class, offline session every Saturday at 11 a.m. And we also have special class, customer season watch amount, and the last one is Discord class online session on Britzone Discord server every Saturday. And here is just like our guidelines and safety. First, respect and kindness. And the second, seek permission. Always ask before taking photo or recording others. And safe space commitment and reporting. And the next. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah. Okay, hi guys. So you should follow our social media. First, we have Instagram. You can search is Britzone ID, and I'm okay. And the second is our YouTube is Britzone English Community, and also our TikTok is Britzone ID, and it is like Discord. You can see right, and Britzone Discord, and the last one is Britzone ID. Here is like our website. Next, please. Okay. Okay, guys, and then here is like partner appreciation. Proudly supported by Perpustakaan Kemendikdasmen, Kementerian Pendidikan, Kebudayaan Riset dan Teknologi Gedung A, Jalan Jenderal Sudirman, Lantai 1, Senayan. Perpusnas RI, Jalan Medan Merdeka Selatan, nomor 11 RT 11 RW 2, Gambir, Kecamatan Gambir, Kota Jakarta Pusat, Daerah Khusus Ibu Kota Jakarta. Dan kita juga ada di dan juga Museum Mandiri Jalan Lapangan Stasiun nomor 1 RT 3 RW 6, Pinangsia, Kecamatan Taman Sari, Kota Jakarta Barat, Daerah Khusus Ibu Kota Jakarta. Oke, next slide. Okay, here's is like our merchandise is very so pretty. You can buy it, right? First, we have sticker, and we also have a postcards, and we also have a t-shirt, and we also have tote bag. And here's the price, and you can buy it, right? And fill that from and getting the our special merchandise. Next, please. Okay, guys, if you want to interest to being the conductor or facilitator, you can fill the registration there, guys. We can contact you later. Okay, if you are interesting, everyone. The next. Okay. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, something problem maybe. Okay, if you want to okay, okay, let's next. I say this next. Okay, and here is like our feedback matters, right? If you wanna have something feedback or suggestion to our, you can scan the QR and yes, it send message to us, right? Thank you. And okay, I think here is like the a bit introduction for our community is called Britzone. And today you can see our poster. We have a special conductor for today. And let's we give applause to Kak Maura. Hello Kak Maura, are you ready for now?
Hello, everyone.
Okay, good luck Kak Maura. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, maybe for our team, can you help us to send the material? Okay. Okay, we're waiting to our team. Maybe can you guess what's our topic for today? Don't tell Kamaura, right?
Okay. I think everyone should know.
Yeah, of course, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, right. Everyone is know about our topic, right?
Does
Okay.
anyone remember?
Oh yes, that's true, Kak Silmi. Okay, Kak Silmi, can you say hi to us, right? Would you like to turn on the microphone? We're waiting the PPT, Kak Silmi.
Hai Kak Oki and Kak Maura.
Okay,
Hi.
hi. Can you spill Kak your books?
Books. When I start learning English, the books that I read is comics, like manga from Japan. Like it's motivate me so much because it's interesting and easy or light to read compared to, like serious type of genre. I think that's all, Kak Oki.
It's so interesting, right? I think we on our material Kamara we will learn about the books, right? Like um text and also the picture. Okay, so maybe for Kaisan. Hello Kaisan, are you there?
Halo Kak,
Okay, so Kaisan, wow, you also to love reading the book, is that right?
absolutely not.
Okay,
But
it's okay, me
sometimes
too.
I read some books.
Oh, what is the books you read?
Now I'm still read the book with title Atomic Habits
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know. At the
from
time I
James
read,
Clear.
yeah,
But it's translated to Indonesia, not in
yeah.
English.
Yeah, I know this book is very so famous, right? And I also read the book, but I'm not finished yet to reading this book. Okay, okay, well, okay. Maybe for our team, do you already to share screen? Maybe. Okay, guys, it's still azan on my house. Okay, guys, here's just like our PowerPoint, right? Maybe so. Kak Maura, are you there?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. Okay, Kak Maura, the stage is yours.
Okay. Can I introduce myself? Hello.
Yes, Kak
Yeah.
Maura.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kak Maura, sure.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Absolutely,
hear me.
yes, of course.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Maulida Rahmawati, but some people call me Maura. I am certified Indonesian teacher to teach Indonesian as foreign language. I have been teaching Indonesian to many foreigners and to non-native speakers in 2019. I create the syllabus and innovative materialism so that my student can learn Indonesians easily and structurally. But now we are not talk about BIPA class. Oh yeah, we call BIPA Bahasa Indonesia Penutur Asing. Okay, but today we are talking about how to read book in English in order to improve it. Okay, so yeah, when I ask my student, why did you want to learn English? A lot of them answer, Miss, I want to speak fluently. But some of them answer, Miss, I want to watch series and read the books in English. But when we talk about reading in language, you are learning that helps you learn your vocabulary. It's improve your memory, in enhance grammar and the other skill. Also, if you read out loud, yeah, like read something with read the book, read a story, read loud. It help you improve your speaking skill. As I mentioned before, like to start why. So let's discuss why do you need to read book in English? Okay, I think it's like uh, another slide, maybe.
Yes, another slide.
Yeah. So let's discuss why do you need to read a book in English? Well, in general, a reading book is very beneficial for you, and it exercise your brain, improve your concentrations and ability to focus, increase knowledge. Okay, I think next. Yeah. So we just discussed why to read book in English. Now let's talk how to do it. Okay. First of all, you have to choose the right book for you. You shouldn't to be difficult. I would say if it's your first time ever reading in English, then better choose an easier book so you get to use reading. Obviously, you wanna ask me how to understand if it's the right book for you. Also, let me recommend you some book for each level. I'm gonna give you some example of a book for each level, and don't forget to write if it's important to you. Okay, next.
Okay.
I can see.
Yeah, maybe next, please.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. If you have any question or if you wanna sharing something, you can raise your hand, yeah, everyone.
Yes.
Like or have any question, or
Uh,
maybe yeah, you have some
yeah.
experience in the same maybe.
Can we next to next?
Yeah, we can to discuss, right? Or maybe you have another way. which is different. You can share, guys. Just raise your hand. Okay.
Yeah, to how to start. Yeah, okay. Maybe for each level there are so 4 level, like basic, intermediates, upper intermediates, and then advanced. Okay, so we can start our picture dictionary, bilingual storybooks, illustrates book, yes, novels, novel, magazine, or newspaper. I put newspaper and magazine in advanced language. Okay. Next, maybe. Yeah, picture dictionary. So I want to introduce you another one of my favorite dictionary, the book and tools that I love recommend when I teach. Where is? Here's one. Yes, I have this one. Okay, this is a picture dictionary. This is very basics for beginner, elementary. Uh, I use this one with the color purple and blue. It's the key for Indonesian English. So my foreign student who learn Bahasa, they always bring this one. But for English learners, so the key is red and blue, I think, it's like one. Yes, red and blue. So the picture dictionary is one is bilingual versions. I normally recommend this book to beginner, and I especially recommend this book to anyone maybe who is planning study abroad or a good reader, and you are beginner or you are not the best speaker. I recommend, yes, this book. Okay, the reason I recommend this book is not organized like a normal dictionary. This is organized by a subject. This one, you can find the words, you can find the describe, and you can find the sentence. Okay, and what else? So I think so before you go to the novel or non-fiction books, you study the word that you're going to need. You makes you I think it's make you have to a little bit easier and very well organized for life and understood the context. Yeah, the context is really important. And the other reason I recommend this book to beginner is because it has so much vocabulary. But often when you're looking in normal dictionary by word, you are not sure, is this the right word for the part that I want to talk about? Is this the right word for exactly what I want to say, but the picture dictionary tell you this part? Something, and so easier to make sure you're using the right word with the right things. When students ask me how, so once they get this book, they're like how to do study. So I think like, for example, yes, this one in the picture. So what you want to do when you are beginner is depending on what grammar you are using. You want to use the book and vocabulary together. So with the problem in your life, usually practicing. Like when you find I have in the novel, I need in the novel. So maybe I have a dream, I need money. So the most important, you know the context because you read picture dictionary first before intermediate level. So you want to take whatever the grammar is that you are learning, and you want to just put vocabulary to the grammar if you are practicing. For example, prepositions of a place, in, at, on, between, beside, behind. You can pick any page. So this is for example of a page. So there is not one way to use this book. The goal of using this book to practice your grammar. At the same time, you practice your vocabulary. When you just study vocabulary without sentence or without context, you don't remember when you practice vocabulary at the same times that you are making sentence, you might not remember the first time, but there like 3 or 4 times later, you will remember better. So the goal is to use vocabulary while you are practicing grammar so that you improving two things at the same time. So this book is bilingual picture dictionary. Oh yeah, and this one monolingual. Okay, bilingual and monolingual. Okay, with the context and without context. Oh yeah, I've got ones. This is monolingual and without context. So I better get going to introduce this one for you with the color red and blue. Okay. So the goal is to use the vocabulary while you're practicing the grammar so that you're improving two things at the same time. So this book is not just foreign, yeah, not just to foreign students. There is a lot of questions, monolingual and bilingual. So, Miss, after I spent a lot of time to read picture dictionary books, so what I have to do? Okay, next slide, please. So I've been waiting.
We wait. Okay.
Okay. Do you know who is that? Yeah, Bella. Yeah. Okay. Bilingual reading is reading in bilingual book, and reading side of is a bilingual book will have typically one side with original text and its original language, in this case English, and one side on the other side with the translation, in the case Indonesian. Where is my example? I have one. Yeah, this one. Okay, I will show you the next step. Right. Okay, you find original language, English, and you also find the other side is Indonesians. Okay, and if you are learning a language, having bilingual book which has the original text in your target language and the translation in of course language, you understand in this case English is very, very good strategy. Even if you are beginner with a very little understanding of the language, very little vocabulary. My students, wait, I remember, my student definitely cannot read the Indonesian side absolutely, like, but actually when they start, all they could get was maybe 5 or 6 words per page. So they can reach the goal, okay? You can find for Disney books or this one, Kisah in Plan, with the with the label bilingual. You just find bilingual. Okay. So can we move to the next? Wow. Illustrated picture book. Okay. Yes, the one is the Harry Potter, and this one is Little Prince. Okay, if we're beginner, then better to start with a book for children. For example, one of my favorite book is that one, Little Prince. Okay, it's a great book that I think adults should read too. It's about such a things as friendships, love, loneliness, and loss. Um, and I think the next book is the richest man in Babylon. Yes, I recommend you. It is also a great book for both children and adults. Not only will help you improve your English, but also after it, you will consider your attitude towards money. Highly recommend you. And the next level, pre-intermediate and intermediate. And here's a really great books. I think like Narnia. You just try to find a novel with a little describing picture. Narnia. Okay, been putting off learning English for a lot times. It's the best to start with this book. Not only will help you learn a vocabulary for everyday conversation, but also you can learn a lot of tricks on how to stop procrastinating. Students usually understand more than they can say the words. If the book experience and the focus and fun, they usually want to pick up the new English at experience and focus and fun. And students are, like busy exploring the words, and the most are keen to find out something new, particular. If it's a present in encouraging and attractive way. Yes, a picture book. I think it's picture book, and you just try to find, uh, like novel with illustration is a real picture book are not merely supporting understanding of language, as it might be the case in many textbooks. The different style of artwork naturally burden children a visual experience. One of delighted of sharing picture books is, like you have the something new describing as some things. Okay, after you finish a picture book, so we go to next level. Next slide. Yeah, reading a novel. I believe it. A lot of people want to read hard book. That's to say that they want to be able to dive into, say classics, or they want to be able to read philosophy or just serious nonfictions, or maybe some literature. That's more or literary side of things, maybe a little less than genre side of things. All of this is say that there's a lot of people who want to become better reader. So I want to give you a couple tips that I have found useful in my journey to become better reader. I also been able to really become much happier with not just how much I read, but how I read, and I I think that really is critical points. Also, when we want to focus on becoming good reader, not becoming faster reader, good reader, not becoming faster reader. I am definitely someone who is all about quality reader than quantity when it's come to reading. If you told me that you only read one book all year, but you read it very deeply, it was one you were actually hard to work, and I would be trial. I would think that you had done something amazing, and in fact, I will find that more impressive and saying that you were able to read 100 books in this year, especially if you didn't get much of a majority of those books that you are read. But it's easy to say that we want to become a better reader, but it's a little bit harder to put that into practice, especially if you just don't know where to start. So let's talk about that today. So my first point is that reading is a lot like exercise. Yes, number one is a lot like exercise. I say this for a couple of reasons. Many people want to be in better shapes, but they find going to the gym very hard to do in the same way. I think that many people want to have read a lot of a good book and they want to have understood them well, but they find actually picking up the book and doing the work to be kind of boring, maybe a little painful, and just generally they struggle to find motivation. Now, if reading is like working out, that lends itself to another analogy, which is to see whatever faculty you are using when you read this faculty of mind, of soul, or just even the eyes, they need to be developed. Yes, you have not been reading a lot lately, like pick up some Shakespeare, some Jane Austen, some Bronte, some Henry James, some Aristotle, even shortened work like various poem by Emily Dickinson. You shouldn't expect this work just reveal themselves to you. You shouldn't expect to be easy if you are ever taking break from exercise. Yes, consistency is really the key. Okay, next slide. Oh, well, I think it's like in the next level, upper intermediate, yeah, like advanced, I would like to start with the beautiful genre, like story, but not really easy life for a girl, uh, overcoming difficulties, and also about love. Another classic of like literature, like Pride and Prejudice, and book was mine the theme of love. Oh yeah, slide is changed. Okay, slide is changed. Okay, yeah, in my opinion, in my point of view, when you read a newspaper, that you can walk and you on and you will lead more opportunity, you will get invited to do independent study, because they're greater that you're going to know the context. I put this like magazine and newspaper in advance, because newspaper and magazines, we've got the study in the last term in literatures. Okay, so I think we more to know the context, what's going on, and not just the factoid. By reading the paper, I think like they tell me, and I do love hearing this. I hear about the words now. I know about the genocides, about the political situations, now about the thing which is textbook until, yeah, you really understand the situation. I think like this, and read a newspaper really helpful to the real life. So I think it's like one of the key place to start is to have people reading in the newspaper every day. And if we are going to have them read the newspaper every day, so I think why not, so they can get perspective and outside of the one they otherwise going to, yes, start to develop deep with the talent research. Yes, and that's what I'm trying to build a habit, because I'm getting them to do it for 1 quarter nice. So if I can just get some them pick up stick with for their lifetimes, I can make little like change. Okay, so if you are really interested, and I said read only one just article, just practice, only read one article. So it's really good for improve your skill reading English book or reading English text. Next. Yeah, and if you are more tip of how to read book in English, I think first, the most important rule to read only this book which you like and you interesting. Even if the word bestseller, and a lot of your friends have read this book 100 times, but you don't like it, so you don't have to force yourself to read this book. For example, you start reading the book and in the middle you realize that you no longer want to read it. It's okay. It's totally fine to just close it and choose another book. And maybe a second rule is better one page every day than 61 6 months. Consistency is the key success in everything. And like if you are see unfamiliar words, then don't write translate. Just make it underlines and read on the try understand the meaning of the word from the context again, a context, because every time I think if every time you stop and you translate every single word, you see then you will some get bored and stop reading. Uh, yes. So whether you this when you read the chapter, you go back to unfamiliar word and you write down in the notebook. And when you write them, you also have to write down some example with this word because there is a point of learning some word with a context. Yes. So after you can make some card, maybe you can use then repeat this word with some intervals. One of the approach which I used when I was learning English was that one I would learn to word now after I would repeat them, for example, in 8 hours after that. So the next day and 3 day and 7 day. So you have to repeat them 5 or 6 times. After that, you eventually learn them. Yes, like I learn with my heart. So is it okay when you know it's hard to read the novel or read the newspaper because the journey become the better reader is really long journey step by step for basic elementary picture dictionary bilingual and the storybook and the novel, and after the novel you can move to newspaper or the magazines. I think that's all. That's my experience, and I practice my innovations to my class in BIPA class. My student learn Indonesians step by step, and I know it's really hard, and they excited. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Maura, for a great presentation and for a great perform, right? So maybe for everyone, you can give applause and give appreciation to our best conductor for today. Okay, okay, so guys, after this is we move to the Q&A answer. Maybe would you like to raise your hand? Oh, okay. So Kak Pramudita. Okay, let's go, Kak. Please introduce yourself and say your question. The stage is yours, Kak Pramudita.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me clearly? I
Yeah, we
don't
hear you.
use earphone. Okay. My name is Dita. I'm a BIPA teacher too, some with Kak Maulida.
Oh,
Oh,
nice, Ibu Guru. Yeah, because in BIPA class they call me Ibu Guru.
They just call me Mbak Dita.
Yeah, Mbak Dita.
Okay. I have a lot of question maybe. The first one, how did you find that source, a book, English book, magazine, English magazine, or English newspaper with a cheap price? Can you recommend some store online or offline? And then the second is maybe I did read English book or English magazine or English newspaper. Sometimes there was a easy one. there was a difficult one. So I can see the content of book before I buy. So when for example, I read Anna Karenina, I can understand 60%. But when I bought the Dubliners, I I cannot understand at all. I cannot understand. That's so difficult. And then for the magazine, maybe I bought a fashion magazine. Then the language was so difficult for me. Um, and then the third one is which source that related with TOEFL reading section, with source that related the most related with the um TOEFL reading sections. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for a great question. Maybe Kak Maura, are you available to answer the question, Kak Maura? Hello, Kak Maura, are you there?
I trying to find my book. She asked me about the
Oh,
book. I have
wow.
now.
You
I
very so effort. Oh my gosh, thank you.
yeah. First, a cheap one. Do you know? I never buy a new book. Really, I never buy new books. I always buy pre-loved book. Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, of course. Uh, First, online store. Yeah. Do you know? I've got a great story. If I buy a pre-loved book, so I find something, a love letter in 1945. Really, love letter. Yes, I found it in here, or maybe what else in here? Okay,
oh,
yeah. What is this? Dear my lovely one. Oh my God. Yes. And I thought the years is 1945, is 1920. Oh, Sukabumi 1920. Wow, that's good, Sukabumi. I mean, okay. I buy from online store. Uh, and the second, I think, in Block M. You can find in Block M. Eh, can I
I
say
know.
can I say the place? Can I say the place?
Oh,
It's
Block
okay,
M.
it's okay
Oh,
for
Oh,
a
it's okay.
place.
okay. Okay, I will
Oh
find it.
yeah. Block M. I'm not really sure in Kuitang, but I have to coming around to Block M. It's
Mm.
seldom now because I often order book by online. You just type pre-love classic book.
Ah, all right.
Yes. And do you know the price is? I've got 100,000 rupiah. Seven book, really 7 book or 8 book. That's pre-love, yeah, and really good, still good quality. Oh yeah, and research from teaching BIPA. Yes, research from teaching BIPA. First, I where's my book? I found it. Yes. Yeah. First, I teach my students with here these ones. It is Indonesian for
Mm.
Indonesians learner. These ones because my certificate is still basic level ones, and I'll also use this one. Do you know?
Ah, Kesang Blank. Ah, I
Yeah.
have the German one.
Yes. Anyone else? Mm, you told me that you ever hard to understood when you read. Leo Tolstoy, Anna Karenina, right?
Uh, Anna Karenina was the easy one. The hard one is the Dubliners. James
Yeah,
Joyce. Do you know him?
of course, I know him.
Ireland.
Yeah,
Irish.
Ireland.
Irish.
This is from Ireland too. Oscar Wilde, right? Do you
Ah,
ever?
I know the place of Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
Maybe Irish English language it was another level. I didn't understand at all.
Oh, okay, wait. No. You shouldn't say that, step by step. As I mentioned before, you just practice like illustrate book or picture book every day, and you just find the context of words, not only words. When you read monolingual, I think, yeah, monolingual picture dictionary, or monolingual dictionary like Oxford's or Cambridge or like etc. You just find a word and the meaning, right? But when you often see bilingual dictionary with the picture dictionary, I think it's make you easy to understood step by step. And then you just find another book like bilingual. There is so many book bilingual. You just ask to the seller, Pa, I'm looking for bilingual book. They know. They already know. Just Yeah, this is a long journey. To be a good reader, I told you, and I mentioned before, it's a long journey. It's okay if you feel confused a little when you read what is that, James Joyce, or one else, yeah, Oscar Wilde, or one else, Emily Bronte, Charles Bronte, one else. It's really hard, but if you practice in your daily activity, like you read 5 times a day, I think everything is make it easier as we turn our hand back. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't find that book. I have James Joyce.
Ah, you have
Of
James Joyce?
course, I have one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, wow, it's very so interesting, right? Thank you so much,
Don't
Kak
forget Block M, yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, thank you so much,
Thank
Kak Dita, for
you.
the question. And thank you, Kak Maulida, for answering, right? I think because you are in the same field, in the same work, right? So that you very understand about it. Okay, so maybe for another participant, do you have another question, or maybe you want to sharing with? Okay, Kak Arwimo. Kak
Yes,
Arwimo.
hello, Kanora.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, halo
Hello,
Kak.
Kamaura. Sorry, sorry, I was.
Saya juga
Yeah,
sorry
so
tadi, like getting flu ya.
yeah,
Yes, okay.
sorry, Kamaura. I just want to add the previous question from Kak Pramudita. Earlier, you said that one of the places where I can get English books is from Block M. Yeah. Uh, One question from me is that which part of Block, in which store in Block M where you can get those English books?
Um, I'm sorry, I think we couldn't answer this question. Yeah, you can chat privately to Kak Maulida because for a specific brand we couldn't say it right. So sorry, Kak Arwimo. Is it okay ya Kak
Okay, okay.
Arwimo?
It's
Yeah,
okay,
because
okay,
our
okay.
rules, right? Okay,
All
it's
right.
very so interesting, right? But I'm sorry, right? Okay, thank you, Kak Arwimo,
Okay.
for a great
Okay.
question. Yeah,
Thank you,
maybe
Kak.
Kak Maura, you can share your social media, right? So that we
Yeah,
can follow each other.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
after this,
texting
right?
me. Yeah, just
Okay,
texting
good.
me.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
so maybe is after this is Kak Maura, is your turn to giving a closing statement from to our.
closing statements. So I want to give you a couple tips that I have found useful in my journey to become a better reader. I also been able to really become much happier with not just how much I read, but I how read and really a critical point. We want to focus becoming good reader, not becoming faster reader. It's two things different, right? So the most important rule is read only those book which you like. Please choose book which you like and you are interesting. And by the end of the book, you will have noticed that a lot of words repeat over and over, and eventually there will be less new word from you. Yes.
Okay, wow, it's very so interesting, right, Kak Maura, for your great closing statement. Thank you so much. Okay, so actually, guys, as we told to you, we have our partner, right? So you can borrow the books in our partner in Kemendik Desmond and also in Perpusnas, right? You can visit to the place to borrow the book, and also you can visit to our offline activity, guys. So you can get
Yeah.
more knowledge in English, and you can also borrow the book. After you finish, you should come back to put on the book on the place, yeah, everyone. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much. After this is, would you like to turn on your camera, guys, because we want to take the commentation for you. Yeah, maybe you can give the pose like this, guys.
Feel
It's just showing
I
love.
I feel so sorry today. I'm not feeling any better today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay,
So,
Kak.
so mm-mm.
Yeah, thank you so much for your e-vote, right? Okay, so maybe for our team, would you like to leading the documentation session, Kak? Okay. From our Britzone English community, would you like to leading say 3, 2, 1, maybe? Okay. Okay. So guys, we have a four slide in me, right? So I will, okay, slide one. I don't know where you are. Just keep smile and we will pause it, right? Slide one in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and wait, right? Wait, everyone. How to change to another slide there? I cannot change to another slide, maybe.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Okay, maybe for our team. Okay. Yeah, please taking picture. I'm sorry.
Who's the real taking picture?
You Kak, Bridge on
The
English, the operator.
Okay, so I will take for the first one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the last 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, guys. Okay, so we still have interesting session, yeah, everyone. After this, we can share to you to the breakout room in the 30 minutes so that you can sharing and you can sharing about your ideas about the books or something about that, right? So yeah, guys. So enjoy your discussion, and we will start the breakout room session, everyone, in 3, 2, 1. You cannot be wait, yeah, guys, and see you. And don't forget, come back to the main room, yeah, everyone, because we still have session. Guys, please come. Okay. Okay, so I think because everyone is already moved to their breakout room, so after this, I will give turn to Kak Ajuk, our great facilitator. The stage is yours, Kak Ajuk. Perfect.
Thank you, Kak Oki and Kak Maura, for the great explanation, great sharing about books and reading books in English. So everyone, hi. There are Kak Fatma, Kak Ihsan, and then Kak Ilham here. So basically, let me introduce myself. My name is Ajuk, as the facilitator in this main room. Maybe Kak Fatma, Kak Ilham, and Kak Ihsan, could you open your camera if you can? so we can discuss more about reading book in English. Okay, but before that, maybe could you introduce yourself, Kak Ihsan, Kak Fatma, Kak Ilham? Start from Kak Ihsan.
Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Iksan. Currently, I'm working in East Jakarta, Jakarta Timur, especially in Pasar Rebo. And then maybe that's it, yeah.
Thank
Thank
you, Kak
you.
Ihsan. Thank you so much. Okay, next maybe Kak Fatma.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm so sorry I cannot open my camera today. So I'm Fatma, and right now I live in West Jakarta. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Fatma. Next, Kak Ilham.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I am Ilham. Work in center of Jakarta. Just it.
Okay, so thank you. Have from around Jakarta. Kak Ihsan, I stay in Pasar Rebo, Jaktim. So near with Kak Uki ya, in Pasar Rebo, Jaktim. Next, for the first question, what was the hardest part when you started reading an English book? Maybe could you share about your experience reading in an English book? Start Kak Fatma.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. For me, it's the price of the book in Indonesia right now. Sometimes I just ask my friend who went holiday to the other city, not city, other country, and I asked them if that country like have this book and how much is it, and then I'm gonna calculate with the book in Indonesia. Its price gonna be like there is so many better when I just it from my friend rather than the book from Parrot Blues or maybe like Water Lily. I guess that is the one that make me, that the survival to be a reader in Indonesia. Thank you. Is it understandable?
Okay, thank you about the
Okay.
price. Yeah, Kak Fatma. And yeah, if you can get the book what you want, so it's okay if just tip things and it works. So maybe next, Kak Ilham, what about you? What is your struggle or hardest part when you reading English book?
Actually, my English not really good enough. Sometimes when I read a book, for example, I actually read a book start with Y. But when I read the book at the first, I'm not even understand what the book really means because my vocabulary is not good enough for uh, read the serious book. But maybe when I read book
Sorry.
actually I'm understand, but for serious book, but I'm not good enough for my level, my English level not good enough for that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So you mentioned about your vocabulary and yeah, but reading is the activity where we can level up our vocabulary knowledge. So yeah, just do it, Kak Ilham, to make it works. And I hope next time will be increase your reading skills and vocabulary. Okay, thank you, Kak Ilham. What about you, Kak Ihsan? What is your hardest part when you first started reading an English book?
I think I have a same situation with Kak Ilham because now I'm still not yet fluent in English and still lack of vocabulary. Then maybe I have a struggle to understand when I meet with the idioms in English. Like sometimes we read uh break a leg for your exam. Like what? Break a leg? I think like that. And then ah, I think the exam is a piece of cake like that. And now in Gen Z, we know 6, 7, and like that. And then in my job currently, I'm working for institution that testing for dangerous goods material. Then sometimes the book because this international apa namanya aturan tuh international rule so maybe that technically uh, words that vocab technically words or vocab that I didn't know the translate for now, I think. So should be read it twice, third, and fourth to understand the meaning like that. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Ihsan, about your sharing and experience. So, yeah, because you have the same part or the hardest part that you have to read twice or third times to understand about the context in reading a book, especially in English. So yeah, because English is not our first or second language, maybe. So yeah, it's okay if you guys have to read the articles, the books in English twice or third times. So that's okay. I also have that experience. I mean, I don't really understand directly about the context, but yeah, we have to be patient and consistent to level up our reading skills and especially about vocabularies. Okay, so next question. Which strategy helped you the most to understand the story without translating every word? Which strategy helped you the most to understand the story without translating every word? Maybe start from Kak Ilham.
The strategy about understand story. Actually, when we read the sentence, actually we even we don't understand the vocabulary, but we actually read the term or what it's mean on one paragraph. Sometimes we understand what they mean, even we don't understand what the vocal the sentence for all. For example, like the means the meaning of the vocabulary, we actually no understand that the point. Uh, what's the point of the books? Actually, sometime I'm understand, sometime because I don't understand, it's make it the wrong understand because when I'm translated, or it's different meaning. Sometimes I need to translate again and again because why in but in English it's same like Indonesian, like uh, mm, apa kayak makna sebenarnya dan makna tidak sebenarnya gitu ya, konotatif denotatif sometimes in English it's like a song, the lyric on song. Sometimes it's like that. The text in the context, it's so really different when we actually know the meaning. Sometimes like easy peasy, uh, like something like that, like writing on the wall, but actually in Indonesian udah takdirnya gitu. Yeah, sometimes we need to just use the translate, but sometimes I use the AI for understand what the meaning of the book.
Okay, thank you. So I got your point about that even we don't understand maybe one of the vocabulary, but we have to read one paragraph. Yeah, maybe some little that we know about the paragraph, that paragraph. So maybe we can guess and then we can confirm with with all the context in the paragraph. But it doesn't work with a song, because sometimes if we translate the lyrics, sometimes the context is different with what the singer want to say, or the communicate to the listener. So thank you so much, Kak Ilham. What about Kak Iksan? So what is your strategy to understand without translating word by word?
I think my strategy is uh, I still continue to reading. I continue the reading book until the finish. Then maybe I'm not get the answer by reading one sentence, but when I continue, I know the meaning of the sentence before, something sometimes like that. And then the second strategy, I will write down the hardest word, the hard word. Maybe I will write down in my book. Then when I finish the book, sometimes I get to dictionary to find the meaning, the answer for from the hardest word before. And then mm, maybe that's it. I think my strategy to not uh translating word by word. So I just continue to reading that book, and because yeah, sometimes the answer or the meaning from the sentence before is will answer it in next chapter or in the next sentence like that.
Okay, thank you. So just continue. Actually, the point is not really far, or yeah, similar with the Kailham said that you have to continue, and then maybe we can know the some vocabularies from another sentence in one paragraph, and we can know the context and write it down. And for now, maybe we can be helped by Gemini and ChatGPT, because when we don't know, we can write it down and then we can copy paste or type in the Gemini and ChatGPT, so we can know the context. Okay, thank you, Kak Iksan. What about you, Kak Fatma? What is your strategy?
Okay, thank you so much. I guess I really agree with that. We have to know the context first, right? Like we have to know what the genre that we already want to read, because it's really helped me that much. Like example, like I really want to read a fiction book because I really love a fiction. If I don't know the meaning, I'm gonna picture that scene, like how it happened in my head, and then I'm trying to connecting the English word directly to the visual image that I just imagined. It also like get me much more to pay attention with the main plot and the character. And sometimes the character development, it's not just about the book set, but it could be like more. Like sometimes can be in a woman's story about, it could be like defends the patriarchy, or something like much more deeper than that? I guess, yeah, just picturing what are you just read. Just use your imagination. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much about imagination, about creativity. So you can deep dive to the character, the plot, how the story began, and then yeah, explore the story more and more. So yeah, that's the good point that we can deep dive about, and we can know more about the story and then the character. Sometimes the characters start with A, but in the end maybe the character changing. So yeah, that good point, Kak Fatma. Okay, so next question. Okay, what kind of English book do you want to finish in the next 1 month, and why? What kind of English book do you want to finish in the next 1 month, and why? Maybe start from Kak Ihsan.
Honestly, I'm not yet buy or have English book, but maybe to finish, I will finish this book first. But this translated, not English. So I'm not have any English book, but maybe I will starting from now to find the or OG English book maybe like I'm apa namanya kepo with uh bersikap bodoh amat but in English version the book that the orange cover but yeah maybe starting with that book first.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ihsan. So good luck for your if you want to finish Atomic Habits in your book. If I may know, what page do you have you been now in that Atomic Habits?
I think still in chapter 6. Chapter
Okay,
6.
chapter 6.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Just enjoy
Yeah, thank
with the
you.
process. Thank you, Kak Ihsan. What about you, Kak Fatma? What is your English book do you want to finish in the next 1 month, and why?
Okay, actually, I have a lot of books that I want to read this next month. First, I got last week I just followed JBP like Jakarta Book Party at America, right, in Pacific Place, and I win the second place, and I got the book. And yesterday, I also received a book from my friend, and she said that please read this and give me some, something that can be like criticism with that book. And from now, I just gonna read this remarkable bright creature. Actually, if you guys didn't like the book, you guys can see the movie. There is a movie in, I guess they have a movie in Netflix, if I not forget. Yeah. But this book actually so cute. You guys want to see it? I'm gonna open my camera. I'm sorry. Ta-da! I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, this is the
what
book
is that?
that I'm gonna read it.
Bright,
Remarkably,
remarkable bright
yeah,
creatures. Okay.
yeah. If you see the Netflix, there is a octopus, and in front of the octopus there is a old lady who tried to cleaning up the like a seaward or something. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing, Kak Fatma. Okay, I have put right down about the title. So in the Netflix, it's the same title. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's the same title, and I already watched that. It's so like heart touching. Like it's good for you to watch with your grandma or grandpa or with your any other family, because this is safe for you to watch with any other member of family with any other of our age. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you so much. That so guys, you can add the movie title or book. You can read a book or you can watch the movie. So yeah, that's the start strategy, right? I mean, if we finish the book and then we can continue to the movie if the book has translated to the movie. So thank you so much, Kak Fatma. Okay, next Kak Ilham, what is your book for the next 1 month and why?
Actually, I'm a read a book. For example, like a lot of book like Atomic Habit, like uh, Start with Why, or How to Make a Friend and Influence People. Like, but because I don't really understand the English, but I'm just read in Indonesian. But actually, for a book like a sastra, but actually when we read book like a novel like a Harry Potter, it's actually when you read the book and you watch the movie, actually when you understand how really powerful, how really beautiful the writer, how to make a visualization about make us imagine about the situation, it's more enjoyable. But yeah, you need to understand English first. Is for example, like when you read Dylan or you watch Dylan in movie, actually when you read the Dylan in a book, it's more enjoyable for people actually have a time for the read. But when I read the book and when I uh, s- watch the movie, but actually mm, why is like that? It's not the same with my imagine. Yeah, but yeah, actually I think I need to uh more practice about English.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Ilham. You mentioned yeah, some of books that you have that you have read. So, and you mentioned about it's different when we enjoy the reading process and the watching movie or videos process. Yes, I agree with you that sometimes we can enjoy books because we have our imagination. I mean, writer trying to write about the situation and we can imagine with our creativity, but sometimes if we watch the movie or video, we have to enjoy what we saw in the screen. So there is no there is no option to imagination like the book or reading book. So thank you so much, Ilham. Okay, so last time I read Kak Alma, did you like Fyodor Dostoevsky, Kak, since you like sastra? Okay, so Kak Fatma asked to Kak Ilham, maybe. Okay, we have still 5 minutes left, so Kak Ilham, you can answer Kak Fatma's question in the chat box actually.
In the chat book, or I need to answer the question right now. uh, I don't understand. I don't hear.
Okay, answer. Sorry, I still mute. You can answer directly with the voice and open your mic.
Oh. I have a book like Khalil Gibran, but actually I read in Indonesian, I don't understand what they mean. But when I read the the English, oh, I can understand what's the beautiful from the sastra. For example, sometimes a book it's more beautiful when the the buku aslinya gitu dari bahasa asli si penulisnya. For example, like uh, distilasi alkena, or maybe you can read the Laskar Pelangi in a book. Actually, the book is actually Indonesian language, but when I read the book, actually I'm not even understand even the book it's from Indonesia, because the language it's so really bahasanya tinggi banget gitu. Ya gitu deh.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Kak Ilham. Okay, since we have still 3 minutes left, so maybe I want to know, maybe this is my last question, about the reading and creative reading and book English. So I'm curious about if you just guys read the article or newspaper in English. What about Kak Fatma?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Actually, since we are live in Indonesia, it's so hard to get online card for the other. Uh, I use that online card to borrow a book from Libby, right? Nah, so I do a cheating. I use a fake address that I live in Seattle, so I can use the like local library card online. It's only like to, I guess I can borrow a book only like for 1 month, and then I have to make the other like online card library to borrow the other book. Actually, it's not a good idea because we are live in Indonesia and this economy, I cannot book a lot of book, right? And if you guys want to learn your want to improve your English with reading, I guess you guys can also like langganan newsletter, like from Guardian, Jakarta Post, or maybe if you really like a something scientifically, you can what is that? Subscribe Nature, Nature, like that, because I do love that. And if you like about astronomy, you can also subscribe NASA. And in NASA, you not only get like email only in Word, but there is so many picture on it. And if you really like about design, you can also subscribe like Art Diary. That's for me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned about a lot of news, or what, the news portal or the website. So thank you so much. And okay, that's okay. And what about Kak Iksan? Do you like reading newspaper in English?
Hmm, if we talk about newspaper, I'm not read it fluently, because yeah, I'm just now the news by the maybe Instagram Reels or TikTok, but in English, like from VOA, Voice of America, and then maybe the platform that using English, like uh the news from English, that yeah, maybe not only the video, but I'm read the caption also. It's maybe the same things with so apa nama to fluently now reading in English, and much better to have a lot of vocabulary. I think that's it, Kak.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Iksan, about the answer. So thank you so much, Kak Iksan, Kak Fatma, and then Kak Ilham in this main room, because the Britzoners and the facilitators have come back to the main room. Maybe it's time me for the stage to Oki, back to Oki. Mic is
Okay,
yours now.
thank you so much for everyone who enjoyed the discussion, right? And thank you so much for the facilitator. But after this, I will choose one of the facilitator to choose one of the member to be representing our discussion, right? And I will choose Kak Gandhi. Hello, Kak Gandhi.
Yes, hello.
Yes. Okay, you can choose one of your member to be representative.
All right, very well. Then quick opening remarks. The Maura breakout room contains a good amount of three people, which is exactly the amount of breakout room questions I was provided, and it was perfect. Everybody got the talk time, even though it's definitely not enough. We always need more. I always yearn for more. And to, well, my fellow Britzoners who want more time, don't complain to me. Complain to the Thursday team as loud as you can, please. For the more time that we have, the more complaints you give, and the more time we're gonna have. All right. So, in my breakout room, we have Kak Lydia, Kak Sarah, and Kak Dia out there, out in the back. And I think in our discussion, it was really interesting, but don't take my words for it, obviously, because I would like to call one guy, well, I guess one woman, to represent whatever the hell's happening in my group back then, which is Kak Nidia here. Hello, Kak Nidia. Are you up? Are you alive?
Oh, hi.
I did say the breakout room that I will be getting back to you, and I'm a man of my word, so I'm back to you. I guess on the breakout room, but go ahead,
Okay.
get up to the stage, and you know the drill and whatnot. So yeah, the stage is yours. Let's give an applause for Kak Nidia, everyone.
Hi, guys. My name is Nidia, and I was hoping that my breakout is not getting chosen, but here I chose. Here I come. So, in our breakout room, we obviously discuss all of the three questions. So the first question was for me. So, I was asked to uh like tell story about my first experience of reading an English book, and I was flashback to my moment during in my middle school era when I was reading Percy Jackson as my entry to English book, and it was quite an easy read, I would say, because the English was not too hard. But then I challenged myself to read Lord of the Rings, and it was a bad choice because the English was really hard, and all those fantasy vocabulary was quite too hard for me as a middle schooler with limited vocab. So yeah, and then the next question was for Kak Dia. It was about what is the book that she want to read for the next month, and she said it is a book called Frankenstein. Yeah, that book about the monster that you might already know about. And the last question was for Kak Sarah. It was about the tips for reading an English book without translating every word. And she said that the tips was not to translate every word, and sometimes to understand a context you only need to understand some word, and if you cannot understand all of the word in the sentence, then you can go to the next sentence and try to get the meaning from that sentence and try to get the whole context of the story. And it's not and I think it was kind of some of us are agree that to going back and forth between the book that we read to a dictionary uh is like um decreasing the immersion during the reading. So instead we can just go with the flow and then trying to figure out about the context of the book. Yeah, I think that's all, the summary of
Okay.
the discussion. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Gandhi, for choose the participant, and thank you so much, Kanidia, for being the representative, right? Okay, so guys, unfortunately, we have limited time, but before that, we still have one of our feedback. Maybe for our team, would you like to show our feedback, please? You can scan the QR, like they suggest, or what do you think? And if you want to being the facilitator or being the part of us, you can fill that the registration, yeah, everyone, yeah. Okay, yeah, cheers. Guys, we still need more and more. We still need you, yeah, everyone, right? Maybe I will wait for a 1 minute, right, everyone? Yeah, thank you so much, right, yeah, for coming here, yeah, feedback, and also the team. Maybe you can also check our Instagram, everyone, if you want to be in the part of us. The information it has on our social media, especially in Instagram, right, everyone? Okay, wow, it's very so nice, right? Okay, guys, unfortunately, we have limited time. Thank you so much for coming here, yeah, and thank you so much for facilitator, for participant who already joined with us. And yes, guys, and you can leave. And thank you for coming. Maybe next Thursday you can join with us, right? Because we still have so many interesting material. We still have so many interesting conductors. Yeah, everyone. And I'm Yuki, and I will close. Thank you so much for your Britzoners. We really feel so love you. Maybe can you show the appreciation of Thursday team, guys, like giving reaction or maybe give applause. Okay. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Thursday team. Right. Thank you,